Watch for the moon so I can see like a falling star. You're right next to me. Breathe. Breathe.
Up down, say, and some party, but I will partner, you know, we're ready. Why you be doing everybody be ready? I've been on the plate, nice up there about who we are nice up down, say, and some party, but I will partner, you know, we're ready. Why you be doing everybody be ready? I've been on the plate, nice up there about who we are. Coming on the 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 place, nice up there about. Up down, say, and some party, but I will partner, you know, we're ready. Why you be doing everybody be ready? Coming on the plate, nice up there about who we are nice up down, say, and some party, but I will partner, you know, we're ready. Why you be doing everybody be ready? Coming on the plate, nice up there about who we are. Coming on the 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 been on the place nice of the about who.
On Facebook at UnionPowerRadio.com. Follow us on Twitter at Union Power Radio. Listen every hour of every day. UnionPowerRadio.com.
One, two, 1, 2. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2.
That doesn't mean that I wanna be with you. I'm just past I'm okay. I feel sure I'm not too far. To tell you I love you. What's the point of hiding something you already know?
Union Power Radio. Your source for every truth they don't want you to hear. This is the What the Heck Show. No sugarcoating, no sellouts. Just raw Union truth. Always honest. Always keeping it real. Always fighting for the worker. You're working, you're fighting. And we got your back. Let's go! The city streets, we rise, no fear. Still boots hitting hard. The voice, the labor's here. Union Power Radio, fighting through the noise, amplifying workers, women, men, every shift, every voice. Shout out to Local 804.
You are now listening to the What the Heck Show on Union Power Radio. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the hosts and their guests. They do not necessarily reflect the official policies, positions, or beliefs of Union Power Radio, its management, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised. This show may include discussions intended for a mature audience.
Nice. You are now in
You are now
tune
listening to the
with
What
the
the Heck
boss
Show
of
on
the
Union
business.
Power Radio.
The What the
The
Heck
views-
Show on UnionPowerRadio.com.
Official policies, positions, or beliefs of Union Power Radio, its management, or its affiliates.
That's
Listener
right.
discretion is advised. This show may include discussions intended for a mature audience.
That's right. You're listening to the What the Heck Show here on Union Power Radio live at 3 p.m. I promise. Well, a little bit late, 3 minutes late. But you know me, there's always technical difficulties here at the Union Power Radio with all this equipment that I got to deal with. And I got to dust it off, you know, because I've been 3 weeks. And Happy New Year to everyone out there, all the Teamster brothers and sisters. Happy New Year. And I hope are healthy. And I didn't say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Here in Local 804, you know, we got shit going on, and I'm gonna be talking about hopefully most of it now today, if you guys could get updated of what's going on in Local 804. Now, I told you from the last show that on January of this year, of 2026, the company's going to come back, and they do it every year after peak season, after you sweat your ass off, give them everything you got for the Christmas holidays. They come at you in January. So you got to look out for yourself in January, because they are going to be looking to discipline a lot of people. And that's the way they always been doing for the history of Local 804. That's what they do. That's what the company do. And that's why I always tell you guys, stop doing favors for these fucking guys. You know, I was very disappointed when I saw that a lot of people came in on Black Friday, which is a union holiday. You have the choice to stay home with your kids, with your wife, or with your family if you don't have a wife or kids. And that's the day that we fought hard. The whole union fought hard for that day to have a holiday of Black Friday, which is Thanksgiving and Black Friday. You know, and they didn't do airs, so they couldn't force anyone in. And so it was your choice to come in and do whatever you got to do. But disappointing, like I always get, because I always get all the complaints during the whole year, like the company's doing this, the company's doing that, they're giving me this, they're giving me that, they blah, 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 blah. That was the day that you guys could not retaliate, but, just take your day off. That was a union holiday. That was a day that you tell the company, you don't treat us right the whole year, and now you want us to come in on Black Friday. But guess what? It happened, passed, and a lot of people came in. I was very disappointed when I seen a lot of people come in. And here it comes. And I can't even stop you guys from even making the money that you want to make, because that's the day that you make triple time, and of course you want to make that money. But also we have deal makers that will come in and not do the 8 hours. And listen, if you want to come in on that day to make the triple time, I'm 100% behind you to make that money. But stay the 8 hours. You guys are not staying the 8 hours. You guys are saying, "Oh, I'll come in, but I'll do 3 hours and I'll do 4 hours, but then I'm leaving." You know, that's bullshit. Number one, you're coming in on your union holiday, on your day that you're supposed to spend with your family and your wife and your kids, and then you come in and then you demand that you don't want to work the 8 hours. It's just like crazy. You have the day to not come in because you got a holiday. You get 8 hours automatically because of the holiday. And then you come in to do them a favor because they need you there badly, and you come in and do 3 to 4 hours. Whatever. I always say that us members are our worst enemies. We are our worst enemies, and the company knows that. And the company knows that, and they use that against us. And how are you going to become a union person when you are doing everything opposite of what the contract states? Whatever. But that's what it is. In January, you know, the company is looking to discipline because they always do that. Every January, they always look for you to do a one little bullshit fuck up, and they right away want to bring you into the office to hold on. They want to bring you in the office to discipline you. So that's always been the life of Local 804 and other locals, I guess, out there, that in January, the company does. Now the company is doing this, which is another violation of the contract. So in the contract, we are afforded, not guaranteed, afforded, because that's what the contract says, afforded the 8 hours, meaning that they have to give you 8 hours worth of work. So back in the days, when you used to be done in 6 hours, then they gave you a guarantee 8 hours because they had to afford you the 8 hours, and they didn't afford you the 8 hours. So now what they're doing now is they're keeping you for the 8 hours. They are keeping you for the 8 hours. They are sending you a message and telling you, hey, you're calling them and saying, hey, I'm done in 6 hours. They're telling you stay or go help someone else until you do your 8 hours. And the problem is this. You guys got to understand this. If they call you on the route and they say to you, okay, you're done, right? 6 hours, let's say, or 7 hours. You're done. We don't come back into the building until 8 o'clock, into your 8 hours. That doesn't mean for you guys to hang out there to 8 o'clock. Okay? Let's get it straight. Let's get it right. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get caught for stealing time. And the reason is this. They are doing this all over the local right now. I know there's a couple of centers that they went through this already, and they're trying to discipline the drivers now. So the contract says afforded 8 hours. So what they're doing now is that they're not paying anyone if you come in 6 hours and paying you 8 hours. They want you to work for that 8 hours. They want you to work for that 8 hours they afford you. Okay. And if they don't have any work for you out there, when you're out in the road, and then you call in and say, yo, I'm done. And you come into the building, then they tell you, hey, you got to stay here to 8, then you stay in the building. Don't stay out there. If they say come, stay out there, you come in. Okay? If they don't have any other work for you, come into the building and stay in the building. Because at the end of the day, this will already happen, that a guy stood out there to exactly 8 hours and then drove back to the building and passed the 8 hours. And then that's when they get you. That's when they get you. So the best protection that you have on this, with this afforded 8 hours, if you're done with your route and they don't have anything else for you to do out there or help someone else out there, and you got a half an hour left, go to your building, park your car, do your clerk work, do your Senegans, then wait there until your 8 hours is up. and then you punch out. That's my suggestion, because what they're doing now is looking for people to do that, to stay out there, and then stay out there exactly 8 hours, and then drive 15 minutes to the center to get that 15-minute overtime. And that's when they're going to come out and say, so we told you to come in. Why do you stay out there? Bullshit. So don't protect yourself. Protect yourself. If you're done with your route in 6 hours, 7 hours, 7.5 hours, just follow instructions. Because I always say to everyone, follow instructions. Follow instructions, but listen, if a supervisor tells you stay out, don't come back to the building till your 8 hours, do it. Come back to the building until, your 8 hours. Come back, park your car, do your clerk work, do your Senegans, do your whatever you have to do, and then your 8 hours, you punch out. You protect yourself, you cover yourself, they can't do nothing to you. But if you stay out there to exactly the 8 hours and then drive back to the center after 15 miles, this is when they're going to come get you. All right? So don't put yourself out there. And, it's just amazing what they're doing to cut so much shit off, because they are dying with the volume. The volume is down. January's here. I already said it. I was already told there's layoffs. There's already layoffs going on in January. This is the second week of January, and there's already layoffs. Feeder drivers, is 10 layoffs and feeder drivers, and I'm looking. I think I saw something that package drivers are now being laid off from Tuesday to Saturday. But we do all this to ourselves. All this layoff stuff with coming in on 6-day punch and coming in on Monday on your day off, it's all affected. It all affects the layoffs, because the more work they push out on a Saturday is the less work you're going to have on a Monday. The more work you put out on Monday, the less work is going to be on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right. The busiest time of the company was on Tuesday, when over the weekend, and massive trucks come and the loads are heavy on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Not no more, because what they're doing is getting smart. They're bringing in 6-day punch on Mondays, which is Tuesday to Saturday, guys. And these guys are all coming in. It's not like not one or two. They're all coming in on a 6-day punch, which is another slap in the face to the seniority guys that want to come in on a 6-day punch on a Saturday. They telling them not to come in on Saturday. So, this company is the way it is, and they are using that contract, and they fucking around with that contract. And like I always say, you can read a contract, but you got to understand the contract. It's the language. And they're taking it to the next level. They don't care anymore. They are letting us take them to panel on a lot of cases, and they don't care anymore. They so stupid because they're spending more money on fighting these articles that they are violating, than instead of fixing the problem, they just continue to say, grieve it. Just like they tell everyone else to grieve it. They tell everybody else, grieve it. Don't argue, and grieve it. All right? So expect more layoffs coming in. There's going to be a lot of layoffs. And the first thing out of y'all guys' mouths is, what is the union doing about it? Yeah, well, what do you want us to do about it when you guys are doing whatever you guys want to do to benefit your pockets and benefit everything else? What are you guys are doing about it? We're trying to follow the contract. You guys are saying, I'll come into work and fuck the layoffs. No, you can't do that. That's your Teamster brother that needs work, that needs to make money just like you. So not coming on a 6-day punch and letting that work sit there for Monday's work, and not coming in on Monday, so letting that work to sit there, then that's just continue for the union worker to have more work and no layoffs. The feeder drivers, like I said, it's 10 feeder drivers that are coming back this week. They're going back to package. They got seniority. They're going to start bumping. And then when they don't need you, when the lowest guy, you're going to get bumped. And you're going to get bumped to the layoff. Simple as that. That's the way it works. It works on the way down. So if we had those feeder drivers stay there, there won't be no bumping and grinding. but there's going to be bumping and grinding. This is only the beginning of January with the oh shit. This is only the beginning with the layoffs. So expect more to come, and you guys can always blame whoever you want to blame. You can blame the union, you can blame this. We blame the volume. The volume sucks. We're not getting enough volume, and they hired too many guys during the pandemic. This is still an effect. Even the pandemic is what, 4 years behind, 3 years behind, whatever. It's still affecting this company because they hired so many drivers during the pandemic, and then now they don't know what to do with you guys. They have no idea what to do with you guys. So what they do is going to use the layoff language, even though they don't use the layoff language the way they're supposed to use the layoff language. So another thing, they're going to screw us. They're going to screw us again because they read that language different than what we see what the language says. Lawyers look at the language. We look at the language. The team in Local 84, they look at the language. They read it with Josh there. And they come up with the same thing. The company comes up with something different, that they could do this, they could do that, and they can not call you at 4 o'clock. They can, in the contract, it says Western Union message at 4:30 the day before for day-to-day layoffs. You think they doing that? They were doing that once before, but now they're saying, fuck it. Grieve it. So now they're not following the fucking contract. They never follow the contract. The company never, ever, 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 ever follow the contract. That's why when we go into negotiation, we got to be stronger. This past contract, we should have fucking went and strike these guys just to show them that the union is behind, the union's behind the union. The members are behind the union, and it would probably change it up a little bit. But we didn't strike, and now they say, all right, we'll pay them whatever they want, but we're going to start bringing down the house. And that's exactly what's happening. Go ahead, Pat. What's up?
Hey, what's
Pat,
up,
you got a
Hector?
question?
Yeah,
Unmute yourself.
you hear me? You hear me?
Pat?
Hello?
All
Hello?
right. Pat he's got his hands up. Hands up.
Can you hear me? Hello?
But anyway,
Hello?
it's a lot of things I want to talk about, and I want to talk about the respect of one another. And the reason I say the respect of one another, because I deal with disrespectful members, okay? At the end of the day, just because I got elected inside the office by the members doesn't mean you own me, and doesn't mean you can tell me off and you can curse at me and you can say, go fuck yourself. It doesn't mean that, because at the end of the day, I'm a man, you're a man, and you got to respect me as a person, just like I respect you as a person. So if you think that if you can, because you're a member and you're a dues paying member, and I keep telling you about the dues paying member, a due paying member don't make you a member. What makes you a member when you do union stuff? That's what makes you a member. Not when you paying union dues. Union dues pay for your medical. Union dues pay for your dental. Union dues pay for your eye. It pays that stuff. And it pays for me to represent you when you break the contract. When you break the contract. Because you don't go into the office because I want you to go in the office. You go into the office not because they want you to go in the office. You go into the office because you don't know how to follow the methods and procedures and take shortcuts. And then you want to say, what the union's going to do for me. No, the thing is, you are your own person. You the one who protect your own job. The union representative makes sure that they don't violate your contract and they don't violate your rights. That's what we do. We didn't get taught to teach you how to be attorneys, how to get you out of shit that you put yourself into. The guy in the mirror, that's the guy that put yourself in that office. You got to explain it. You got to be truthful. With the truth, I can help you. With a lie, you are fucked. Straight up. So when you say to me, I paid union dues, thank you for paying union dues. But you have to pay union dues in the union shop. Because if you didn't want to pay union dues, you couldn't work in the union shop. But your union dues go to a lot of your benefits. A lot of your benefits that you have, the $10 copayment, the $15 prescription. Those are your benefits, okay? And then you get a benefit to have me to make sure that they don't violate your contract or your rights. I'm not a defending lawyer. I never went to law school, okay? All I can do is see what you have done to yourself to put you in that situation. And I got to see if I can squeeze you out of it. But at the end of the day, no one put you in that situation but yourself. All they ask you to do is to follow the methods and procedures and don't take shortcuts. I always tell you guys that shit. Don't take shortcuts. And when you're going in the office with me, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Because lying is not going to get you anything but your job being taken away from you. I always tell you guys that the company always wants to bring you in the office. They don't care the violation of fucking not scanning a package or nothing like that. They're waiting for you to lie. That's what they're waiting for. Their biggest thing is for you to lie about that package not being scanned. They don't give a fuck about that package. They don't give a fuck about the customer. They give a fuck that they're going to bring you in the office and they want to catch you in a lie. So that's why I always say, tell the truth and nothing but the truth. And I can win with the truth. I don't know if I'm going to get you out of discipline, but I'm going to damn Skippy save your job. Pat, you got something to say?
Can you hear me now?
I can't
Hello?
hear you, bro.
Hello?
I
Hello?
can hear you. Anyway, I had something to say, but I can't hear him on the on Zoom. So I guess we're not gonna get a question or an answer or whatever it is that you're gonna do. Hey, boo. Yeah, exactly. I don't have the boo sound right now. Anyway, so like I was saying, you guys are gonna get yourself in that office. The company doesn't do it, and we don't do it. The business agents or the principal officer or anybody. It's yourself. You have to protect your own job. We'll represent you to make sure your contract is not being violated and make sure that you're not being violated. But the protection is really yourself, the guy in the mirror. That's the protection. It's you. You could protect your job by doing the job and not taking any shortcuts. Simple as that. So every time someone tells me, I pay union dues, you work for me, dude, kill it. You are a union member when you become a union member. You have to pay dues in a union shop. You pay dues, yes, and thank you. But you're a union member when you get involved in union activity, like going to protests or going to the general membership meeting. It's thousands. If we have almost 8,000 members here, and out of 8,000 members, who shows up to the general membership meeting? 300, maybe 400. That's little. Who shows up to the voting when it's time to vote? By the way, I'll be talking about that in a few minutes because we are going to be having a local election in 2027. October 2027 will be the nominations, and I'll talk about that also. But what makes you a union member? When you do union stuff and get involved with the union, because you pay dues don't make you a union member. A lot of people say that. And I'm just going to clarify with you right now. Because every time I get that, I pay your union. No, my man, that's not the way it works. All right? You do the crime, you got to do the time. Simple as that. If you don't do the time, you will never do the time. Okay? And that what brings me into hold on a second. That what brings me into my job. I always put a disclosure in the beginning of this show to let you guys know and let anyone know. All the opinions that I'm doing right now is my opinion. Hector Fortis, Fortis. Okay? Those are my opinions. What I feel, what I can do is nothing to do with Local 804. It's nothing to do with the company. It's what I feel and what I can do to educate you guys to get better and make sure that you don't fuck around and get caught out there. One thing I don't like is when a guy tells me that I'm a management guy. So let me put this straight. Never was and never will be. I fought my ass off when I was a regular driver, and I said it to him many times in any other my other podcasts. I fought my ass off. I fucking it was bad when management was fucking on me, and I fucking had to retaliate by going to union stuff, going to TDU at that time, learning stuff, and just to fight back to this company that is fucking disgusting. Back then, you guys got it good now. Back then, it was kind of rough because you had managers that didn't give a fuck if they lost their job or not. They just didn't care. They'd rather see you lose your job, and they'll do anything to lose your job. So what I'm saying is this. You saying that I'm a management guy when I fought my ass off, and I still fight my ass off. Man, management don't like me still. They don't still like me because I'm a fighter. And just because you are personally, and I'm not going to name any names because you know who the fuck you are. And you got me all twisted, my man. You got me twisted to the T. You don't know me like that to be coming at me like that. Number one. All right. If you knew me, you will understand. But you're twisting me real bad because you don't know who the hell I am. And I'm going to tell you right now because I know you listen to my fucking podcast. You know, haters, always the fans are the number one fans. So here's to you, number one fan. Don't take my kindness. I'm telling you right now, this shit could all go away. I could be not a business agent tomorrow. I could be not a Teamster tomorrow, but I'm still a man. I'm telling you right now. And you trying to disrespect me, it's gonna wind up bad for you. I'm telling you right now. At the end of the day, I'm still a man. So you respect me as a man. All right? And I respect you as a man. Because you ain't a man. I can tell you that right now. And you ain't shit to me. Because in the street, you already got slapped. Bitch slapped at that. Because I don't think a man would hit you. But a guy would have bitch slapped your ass. Straight up. So don't get it twisted, my man. Just because I'm the business agent, don't get it twisted. At the end of the day, you got to be a man. All right? So that's what I'm saying is, don't disrespect me, and you won't be disrespected. Simple as that. Do your job. That's all you got to do. All right? And with that said, as a business agent, we go through a lot of shit. And I'm only talking about it because we have members that think they could talk down to us and they could say whatever the fuck they want to say. Okay? That's not cool. Because at the end of the day, even if I wasn't a business agent, I'm still a Teamster and a Teamster brother. So you have to respect, and then you do it in front of management, which is even bad, that you're talking shit about your business agent to a manager. And then the manager is happy to tell me what you're fucking saying. Ain't that some shit? And that's what they do. They try to fucking get us against each other. All right? That's what they do. That's what management do. And you falling for that shit. And you're falling for that shit. But it's all good because I got a lot to say. All right? And you know who you are. You got to stop your shit. Straight up. because this is my time. This is my personal time. And I'm telling you as a man, stop your shit. You got me twisted, brother. You just don't know. You just don't know. Once you ask your friend, he'll tell you what I'm all about. All right. So with that said, now the company is, and I had to say that. I'm sorry, Pat. Can you talk, Pat? Still nothing. Hello. Oop.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Anyway,
Hello?
we have that, and we have no, still nothing. Still nothing, huh? So we have in 2 years, we have elections here in Local 804, and there's already starting the bullshit. They're already starting the bullshit. And like I said, you guys should be the ones, Local 804 should be the first ones to understand who's running in the next election. You should know now. And if they're making a group now, they should announce now. Don't wait till the last minute. And this is the problem with Local 804 when it comes to election time. Because people wait to the last minute to announce who's going to run, don't give us, the members, enough time to investigate who's that person, what that person has done. They wait till the last minute to announce. If you have a slate together now, announce it to the members now so the members can know who they're going to be voting for. See, what the issue is this. They always wait for the last minute. They'll wait to the nomination, which is October of 2027. Excuse me, the last meeting of October of 2027. That's when you're going to find out who's going to run, right? And then you have 2 months to make a decision because the election's in December, I think the second week of December. So if you have a slate, and you know who you are. If you have a slate, announce it to the membership. Let the members find out who you guys are and what you guys are all about. Because what these people that are running again, which is Boz, is probably the head honcho. He always wanted to be the head honcho because he keeps denying the story of him being, he almost was EMS. He was out in the slate, but he chose title versus member. I go like this. Yeah. Title versus a member. And let me tell you what that means. So when he was going to run with EMS, his title was going to be a business agent. And because he felt the business agent wasn't good enough, that he wanted to be a trustee or someone in the executive 7, he chose not to run because his title wasn't up there in this 7 guys. So when a person sees that, it says you're not for the members, you're for a title. And that's what he's going for this time again, because he's forming another slate together again. And he's doing exactly that. He's going for a title. That means fuck the members. Title, members. He chose a title over the members when he elected not to run with EMS because he thought he was too good to be a business agent. And that's the wrong thing to do when you're being elected into office. Never care about a fucking title. I don't give a fuck about a title. You know what I do care about? I care about representing the member. That's what I cared about. Okay? Title don't mean shit to me. It should not mean shit to him either. Because all he's going to do is go out there and gaslight every one of you of what he can do or how he can do it. Ask that question to him when you see him in the door. Why did you choose a title versus the members? Ask him that question. Let's see what he says to you. He's going to say, oh, I never said that. Gaslighting you. He's gaslighting you. Because I confronted him many a times after that call. Why did you choose not to be with us? Because the title. and he couldn't answer. He couldn't answer. Maybe he'll answer you guys. When you see him in there, answer him. So I got a call on last Sunday by one of the guys that are running with him. And this guy's been MIA for a while, but you guys all know who he is, the whistle clown guy. Yeah, he's running with them. Good luck with that. But his shit's gonna come out because as a see, the thing is that we should win past the fact that instead of running for bullshit, run for your merits. Run for what you can do to better this local 804. That's all you should do. You got my vote. If you could do better of what's going on now, show it, prove it, solutions. Don't wait till the last minute to start using bashing of the executive board. That's exactly what these guys, watch me guys, watch me, listen to me. This is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to start bashing and making up stories. And I'm going to fucking clarify one story that he's already putting out there. And I got a text message from him denying that he's saying that out there. So believe me, it's bullshit. You should always elect an official for what they're going to do for the local with a solution. And never, ever, 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 ever bring somebody in because they're bashing the other slate. It's just not good. It's already a fucked up situation over there in that slate that's going on with Fennell and Boz because someone wants to be the chief. The other one wants to be the chief too. So you get two of those chiefs together and you have crashing. And that's what fucking brings down a slate. Hello, Eddie Viata and his freaking guys. Come on, guys. We are smarter than that. We allow these guys to get into office for 70 points. And they fucked it up because they couldn't get along with each other. So what do you think is going to happen now? When you have unexperienced people fighting against each other, how are they going to fuck up this local? So think about what you're doing. I mean, it's 2 years from now. They got 2 years and they're going to be looking up a lot of shit. All you have to do is say, what is the solution to your problem? What is the solution to local 804 problems? What can you do to fix the solutions? Whatever EMS is doing, can you do something better to fix it? That's all you should be running by, your merits, not bullshit. And this is what these guys are going to do. Because I already got it. Sunday, I already got that phone call. You know, and I pick up the phone call for him because everybody else don't. So when he was talking to Smack, I told him to keep the same energy when he sees me face to face. That's it. I'm good. Keep the same energy when you see me face to face. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Because you're not going to call my phone and disrespect me. If you have something to say, I'm willing to hear. If you're going to disrespect, then keep that same energy. Don't do it over the phone. Do it face to face. So in 2 years, October 27, that's when the election is going to start. I suggest that these guys that are going to run start announcing who's going to run with them so the members could go and look into who they're going to run with. And then they can have a better way of what they're gonna vote on in December of 2027, and give them the time. It's 2 years from now that this election is going to go on. So the best thing to do is announce it. What you afraid of? If you have the guys that's going to run with you, announce it now. If you have solutions, announce it now. Which I doubt you're going to have solutions. You're just going to you're going to plan your day. You're going to have Tim Sylvester, which is the best fucking, rah-rah guy. He's going to be coaching you guys how to get into office. Good. You know, It's better than the other guy that got a outside person to tell them that they were real good. Okay, that worked out pretty good. It was expensive. It worked out pretty good. But like I said, if you're gonna run on bullshit, then I think the members of Local 804 are tired of that shit. Announce it now. Announce who's gonna run now. You have 2 years. The members have 2 years to make up a decision. Nobody puts a gun to a member's head. Let the members decide. And if you give them enough time, instead of going to the doors of the hubs, the buildings, and gaslighting them and telling them what you can do, you're gonna make it better. You're gonna have a Rolls Royce as a union car. Everyone's gonna get a raise. Yeah, I will do. Just tell them exactly what you're gonna do and what is your plan and how you're gonna do it. That's what the members want to know. We're tired of this gaslighting bullshit, putting out fake flyers. This time around, guys, spend some money, okay, and support union by doing union flyers. My advice to you guys: when you do advertising with those, copies from Staples, that's not union work. Go to your flyers. Let me see if I have one here. Go to your flyers. Go make your flyers and have a union label in the bottom. You see this union label? That means that you supported a union shop to do your union flyers. My advice to you guys: last time you guys were just printing shit out of your printer, going to Staples, printing out 100 or whatever the case may be, and all went to the garbage. They all went to the garbage because you guys don't support union, and you want to be a union rep. You want to be in the union office, but you can't even support union. If you can't support union financially because you don't want to make flyers to save you money, what are you telling the members that? What are we telling the members? We're telling the members that it'll cost you less to get into office by doing printing and not using union shops. So do yourself a favor. This time around, I want to see a logo. I want to see a logo that you use a union shop. And I know you're going to spend some money, so ask all the guys that are running with you to up their game. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. And every slate, you got to come up with some money to do the advertising, to do the mailing. Do the mailing, too. That's going to cost you a little pretty penny, over $10,000 to do mailing. So if anybody don't know, it costs the union your money to do an election $45,000 to $50,000 straight off the bat. That's straight up. As soon as someone puts in their name to run, is $45,000 to $50,000 that it comes out of the union dues, straight off the bat. The other stuff, like getting the mailing lists and getting flyers and all that, that's all the slates expense. That's why everybody has to put in for, to run. They have to put in to run, and you can't be cheap about it because, spending all that money and putting bullshit on a flyer is expensive. It's expensive. So they're going to think about it. I'm telling you guys, if you're going to do flyers, make sure you use a union shop to do your flyers. It's going to cost you a little bit more money than usual. 3 times is more than Staples, maybe 4 times more than Staples, but you're hiring a union person to do it. And you get a union logo at the bottom stating that you support the unions. All right? So if you want to be in office, you want to support the unions, do that. Okay? And like I said, the best thing to do is to announce who's running now. We have 2 years for this. Listen, after this 2 years, I'll have 9 years in office. And I had the best 9 years and the best record in 9 years, to be straight up. 9 years, and I think it was 1 discharge. I couldn't do nothing about it. They caught him red-handed. It is what it is. 1 discharge. Everything else I fought for. got people's job back, and sometimes I have to take discipline. And talking about discipline. So one particular building, I was doing discipline. I just was doing discipline. And the whole thing is this, shop stewards that are listening, listen to me very carefully, please. You are the main person at that center. You are the man. I call you guys God of your center, the shop stewards. I bow to you guys as a business agent. I bow. But at the end of the day, you have to report to your business agent. Simple as that. Because I can't fight the fight if I don't know information. If I don't have information, that member is at jeopardy. Because if you at the low level hearing did what you could do to save that member and you couldn't do it, and it deadlocks from that point on, it comes my way. And for me to fight better at the second step hearing to save the member's job is the information that you gathered between the member and the low level hearing. That information is very, 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 very important to me because I don't know, number one, I don't know the member. Number two, I don't know what happened in the low level hearing. So I got 3 days, 72 hours, 3 days to put shit together. With your information on the first day, I could start my journey to see what way I can go to fix this, to try to fix it, because it depends how bad it is. Because I can't have miracles done. And any business agent, you know, we rely on your shop stewards to give us the information. You put the members at risk when you play this game called I'm Better. Stop the bullshit. You're a shop steward. You're a shop steward. Okay? I was once a shop steward. I always reported to my business agent, no matter what. If it was a paper cut, I reported to him. Someone went in for a warning letter, I reported it to him. I reported to him because I wanted him to understand when he does come in that he understands what's going on. Now, some business agents, like I love that my shop stewards take care of their shit low level hearing. I love it, you know, but I also tell them, don't take any discipline. Let me deal with it. Don't you make a decision for the member by taking a discipline. Now, if a member says to you, I'll take the day, then you do what you got to do. All right. But you don't take any discipline until I deal with it, because I can take it down a notch. You might have a 3-day suspension. I could probably take it down to 1. But if you take that 3, it shows principle. That means next guy that does it, another 3 days. So that's why I say to you guys, don't take it. Now, I also say to your shop stewards, and I guess a lot of business agents, if you know the person, you know the member, you know his record, you know, and you saw a video and you saw everything that is guilty as charged, then you make that move. You make that move. You go, you pull the member to the side and tell them, hey, they got you. They got you, man. Sometimes people got to take L's. You got to take an L. But the most important thing is to make sure you contact your BA. Let him know what's going on. All right? I try. I mean, I speak to all my shop stewards but one, but it's okay. It's all good. It works out. I know how to handle it. I know how to do things. I know how to get information. You don't want to give me information? It's all good. I get it. It's all good. But that's the tip of the day for all you shop stewards, that you make sure that you're the man. I'm telling you right now, every BA relies on every shop steward. I rely on all my shop stewards because I don't know members. like you guys know members. You guys are there 5 days a week. You guys there for 12 to 15 hours. You can tell me what's going on. And I relied on what your information comes to me. With your information, I can gather my information to make it better for the member. So don't put your member at risk because you're at a high horse, that you think that your shit don't stink and you think you can handle shit. Just letting you know. If you handled it, just let your BA know that you handled it and what you did to handle it. All right? I'm not going to be the one that says, oh, I could have got him a day, a 2, or 3 instead of the 5 days that you gave him. No, that's not going to be me. I have a shop steward that did that. And I'll tell you the story. It was unauthorized hit, whatever, hit a car without reporting it. He's got the balls to tell me that he could have got him a 1-day suspension for that, or a zero discipline. I could have got him 0 also. But what happened was when you admit to something and you didn't report it, your ass is going to be discharged. So I got to get you to keep your job. I got to get you to keep your job because you already admitted that you didn't report it. You already admitted that you did hit the car. They have video camera that you hit the car. They got video camera that you left the scene and didn't report it. You're done. That is not reporting an accident, and you can be discharged for that, for lying during investigation. And he has the nerve to come up to me and say, I would have got him 0. If you would have let me deal, I would too. We're in the second step hearing. You should have done that. You should have dealt with that in the low level hearing when they were questioning him about that. That's when you should have took care of it. Not wait till I fucking make a decision that is saving his job versus a 3-day suspension. I'll take the 3-day. He has a job. But if you say you could have got 0 days, you should have done it at the low level hearing. And I wouldn't have saw it in the second step hearing. If you ask me. I mean, come on, man. I did that a lot of times when I was a shop steward. I dealt with it before it got to the BA. But guess what? I spoke to the BA right afterwards and told him exactly what happened. That's just me. And the reason I say that is because we have shop stewards, great fucking shop stewards. I mean, they are great shop stewards. And some of them just don't know a lot of things. I don't know a lot of things. I'm going to raise my hand right now. I don't know a lot of things. Just because I'm a BA doesn't mean I know everything and I know the book. No. I'm always getting taught every day. Every day, I always call Rocky at the hall or Rocky at home or Rocky at wherever he's at. I call him to ask him information about articles because I don't know it all. All I want to know is have the right information so I can fight the fight. But I'm not going to go in there with my eyes closed, going into a situation that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right? So we have we have shop stewards that go in there with their eyes closed and don't know what the fuck they doing. And then they come to the BA and say, what the fuck I did? Yeah, what did you fucking do? You didn't call me. That's what you did. And if I don't have the answer, I guarantee you my next will be, give me a minute, I'll call you back. I'll go get the information you need so we can fight to make sure the member doesn't lose his job. And like I said in the earlier stage, we don't put you in the office. The union don't put you in the office. The management people don't. You put yourself in the office. We're fighting for you because you put yourself in that situation. You decided to take a shortcut. You decided to not do the methods and procedures. You decided to be on the phone and run through a red light or a stop sign, hit a car, tier 3. That was your decision. You know you're not supposed to be doing that. So when I say to you guys that we don't put you in the shop steward don't put you in that predicament, the BAs don't put you in that predicament, management people, they don't put you in that predicament. You put yourself in that predicament. And what the BA and what the shop steward and the BA's job to do is to make sure that the company is following the contract and they're not violating your rights. We are not attorneys. We are not attorneys. I mean, I act like attorney sometimes. Sometimes I even say to myself, damn, I should have fucking been an attorney because I fucking fought a good fucking fight and I made them look stupid. But the thing is the information. How I make the company look stupid is the information I get from the shop steward, because it gives me the right to go look up stuff, look up history, look up articles, and look up violations, and look up arbitration rules. It gives me that enough time to see where was another ruling for this particular case that I could go to them and say, bang, it's already a ruling on this. You really want to go to arbitration? That's what I do. But if you don't give me the information and I'm there going in blind to the second step hearing, the member's at jeopardy. You're putting the member at jeopardy when you don't communicate with your business agent. All right, guys, it's about that time. I got a lot more. I got a list of stuff that I'm going to be saying. And like I promised, I'll be on every other week. I took a break in the Christmas time and New Year's time for my birthday and Happy New Year. I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year and a healthy one. It's going to get rough now here in the company, so get ready. If you are the bottom guys, you probably are looking to get laid off because that's what the company's talking about right now is laying off. And if we could do anything to help each other, you know, any 6-day punch guys, listen, you got to make the money. You got to make the money. But think about your brother. Think about your Teamster brother that might be getting laid off. All right, guys. Thank you for listening to the What the Heck Show. Thank you for watching at the What the Heck Show. Thank you, Pat, for not even talking and giving me sign language. And I'll be here in another 2 weeks. Just look out for the Union Power Radio on Facebook. I put it out there. I'm always on YouTube. You can always rewind, and listen and follow the description. Yeah, I got tongue tie. Anyway, I want to thank everyone. Wish everyone a happy new year, healthy for you and your family, and hopefully we'll get through this with this this bullshit that's going on. And like I said, we have 2 years for the local 804 election. You have the right to find out who is running in the next 2 years. They're not gonna announce it because they'll feel like they'll get bashed down. You should run a election anywhere in the United States. You should run an election for your merits. Simple as that. Don't run your campaign on bullshit. The members want to hear what can you do. Give them that right. Don't gaslight them. Tell them exactly what you're going to do. All right? And also, ask that question to Boz. Why did you choose a title versus the members? All right, guys. All right, man. Thank you. Thank you for listening to What the Heck Show here on Union Power Radio. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Peace out, my brothers and sisters.